Peace and light, peace and love, family. Thank you for joining me on the Pretty Priestess Show today. Right here, what we're all about is beauty, and that's how we show up. Self-love, self-care, life, our social environment, our behavior, our relationships, and magic, baby, how we do it. And I thank you for joining me here on the Pretty Priestess podcast. I am Shakesha. Yet again, here I am. And today I am jamming to West Montgomery on this jazzy, cool vibe that I got going on right here. Another one that I haven't heard of at this point, but I do give mad shout outs to my dad for giving me some dope ass, vibey ass music that I can just sit back, meditate, chill with, sip on a little bit of wine, kick back, whatever's clever. We talking about some real grown folk music right there. I'm talking about this is straight chill mode, no words involved, just chill ass music, and I'm digging it. I'm vibing with it in a big way and everything. So definitely check this cat out. I never even heard of this one. The music sounds slightly familiar, but however, I don't recall the name, but West Montgomery, check that out. Check that out. A lot of cats heard of him. I know that that was one that got past me. But I'm here to tell you, I'm feeling that vibe. I'm definitely feeling that vibe. So shout out to West Montgomery. And if he's alive, Ashe. If he's not alive, Ashe, if he's in the ancestor realm. But if he's still here today, shout out to this brother right here. Now, I wanted to get in and talk about some different type of beauty and self-care rituals that I've been working with myself in particular, because family, let me tell you something. All of those changes that I was going through with, you know, having to walk away from the job and just all of the drama, and still in a position of not really knowing like how to pick up all of the pieces and really find that thing that is lighting me up, putting me on fire. And so just really working through this. I'm enjoying having fun right here, right now. So right now I'm being present. However, it is taking a toll, and I told you, and when I get into my space, it's all about that comfort stuff. And so with that comfort stuff gave me an additional 20 pounds around my waistline. And so I've been in a space right now, once I discovered that there's a lot of things that that I'm having a difficult time fastening up and everything. So with that, I got back on this vibe that I started back in the summertime with the belly dancing. And I gotta tell you something, this belly dancing thing has been absolutely phenomenal for me. Why I stopped doing that, I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, you know, you get yourself so fixed, and I'm a fixed type of individual sometimes, right? And so when I'm in a space, I'm just, you know, forgetting all of those other things and kind of like sticking to the comfort zone and all of that other stuff. And that's a lot of work internally that I've been working on, and I'm moving past that energy. And I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful that I'm able to recognize this. Even though it's taken all of these years, y'all, like I'm telling you, I'm over 40, and I'm just now really noticing that this is what the pattern is. Well, I'm making the connection. Not that I didn't really know that, but I'm in a space where I'm making the connection. And when you make the connection, you can make the correction, right? And so with that, I started going back into that bag of tools, right? So instead of sitting around sipping on wine, eating wings, and having some weed, what could I do that's going to really bring overall wellness, what's going to lift me up, what's going to promote my well-being, what's going to have me connected back to my star player, because sis fell off. what am I going to do to get that together? How am I going to recalibrate and everything? So I thought about how I can do a little bit of work. I went to the gym. I started getting that workout in and everything. Very, very helpful. But with that whole downswing, I'm back and forth. Okay, I'm off today, I'm back on today. I'm off again and back off again. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So with that, I realized what would probably help me, because the type of person that I am is a little bit of variety. And so with that, I started going through the records that my dad hooked me up with. Some of them mellow, some of them is vibey and upbeat. I also got a gangster ass CD collection, a gangster ass playlist on iTunes. So I'm doing pretty good. And I also ran across an old ass the MP3 list from back in the day, believe it or not. I was able to put it on a jump drive right off of the computer and everything. And I got a lot of grooves that's on there that's not even on iTunes. So I'm just feeling like in a good space as far as getting my music lined up. For me, one of those things that helps me the most is getting my music on point, right, and exact. So with that, I took that music and got my belly dancing back on. Now, have I taken any formal classes? No, I have not. But, however, in my pile of records, I gotta see if I can find it. I have this belly dancing record, and on it, there's the instructions to it. And let me show you guys. And so with that, with the record, it came the instructions, and I also had a little kit. Got my finger cymbals going on and everything. So I started going up in here and just really working those steps and repeating them over and over again. There's a sequence with it that was really helpful for me. And of course, you know, I'm going to add my own little extra vibe and flair into it and get it cracking, lacking. But what it's done for me, and it has really helped me to feel connected more to sensuality, to creativity. And why is that? Because I'm working with that sacral chakra energy. But it's not just that sacral chakra energy, right? It's all of the lower chakras. And even though, you know, the lower chakras, they get a bad rap because they talk about how they got low vibrational music and it hits those lower chakras and it makes you think these lower vibrational thoughts. However, also those lower chakras, be it as it may, if you don't have that shit in check, you're nothing but an airhead. Or let me be nice. What you end up being is a walking and talking head, and you start to not be too grounded, and there's a whole lot of foundational things that needs to be addressed with that. This belly dancer or any rhythmic movement of that whole area is going to help you in making that adjustment by loosening up that energy. Then I did a little bit of research on just how belly dancing within itself helps to enhance our bodies as a whole. Men can do this too. I've been trying to get my husband to do this, and he's like not really taking this seriously. This is definitely not his trip. However, this is something that has really been helpful for me, and I definitely encourage you guys to check this out. Now check it. One of the things that it does that's righteous, that really helps out, is that it helps to clear your skin, right? It enhances your circulation. It helps it to get brighter and clear. And of course, we already know, like when you start to sweat, you got that detox thing going on, and that helps with getting that skin brighter and clearer and everything. But just that movement within itself and being able to get that blood circulating is going to definitely help to enhance your complexion and get it cracking for you as well. The other thing, of course, if you're a female, or even men within the, or even men, we know men's not gonna have menstrual. I don't give a shit about what all of this political shit's going on about that, because I'm here to tell you, a woman, in my particular opinion, is one that is a woman with all of the women's reproductive organs. I don't care if you dress that way. That's on you. You do you. But this is what it is. So for the ladies, and I mean the biological ladies, it helps to ease the menstrual cramps in that whole process around menstruation in that whole cycle, right? So working with that sacral chakra energy, working with that solar plexus energy, working with the root chakra energy helps to get that whole thing into alignment, and it definitely helps to invigorate the sexual hormones. It helps to ease up cramps and helps to make that whole process go a lot smoother. Also, for everyone else, it helps with lower back issues and all of those other things that, you may have issues with adjustments and so forth like that, and it definitely helps in loosening up that energy as well. And of course, you're activating those chakras all together. And this right here is something that you need in your life. Why? Because your root chakra helps you in getting grounded and helps you to be stable. That sacral chakra is going to work with your creativity as well as your sexual energy. And that solar plexus chakra is going to help you build a healthy esteem and also help in building discipline and willpower. That whole energy is all connected within there. And when you do this on a regular basis, we talking about some serious self-love that's going to help to boost and heighten your creativity, and it's going to help you connect with your star player when you see that soul glow about yourself, baby, girl, or boy. So you definitely want to get that checked out and get you some of these finger cymbals. If you can find some, you may be able to find them on Amazon or eBay or something like that when you're out and about. I got this at a kit, believe it or not, at the Half Price bookstore when I was looking for some literature that was going to help me more with the dancing, with the belly dancing and everything. And so at this time it ended up working out really well, because at that point I wanted to take my investments and kind of invest in something else. It was something I was interested in, but I wasn't really sure that I wanted to take a class. Right now, taking a class is not making the cut. So what I'm doing is just really taking that time to work with those energetic centers. Now, I may not have any expertise in that, but that doesn't mean that you're not able to work with that energy and everything. So I'm definitely going to encourage that. And so get you some cymbals, get you some mellow music, and get you some dancing going on. I'm here to tell you this is going to bring that game up to the next level, and it heightens your sexual response as well. That's another bonus for that. And if you didn't get to check out that Scorpio talk that I got to have, I'm pissed because I had to talk by myself yesterday when I really wanted to get a dialogue going about relationships and dealing with people that have a lot of Scorpio energy in their chart, whether it's their sun or moon sign, and just what that looks like and what that experience looks like. In studying that Scorpio energy, we know that it's a highly sexual energy, and that is a sacral chakra energy as well. But speaking of all of that, I hope you guys got to check out that Bridgerton, that Shonda Rice, is that what her name is? Shonda Rice? Shonda Rice? The same lady who wrote Grey's Anatomy and the one where the black chick was going with the president. I forgot what that was called. Scandal. Yeah. And I didn't even want to watch that shit in the beginning. I thought that was going to be some madness, but it ended up being a really dope ass show. So definitely shout out to Shonda Rhimes. Rhimes is her name. Yeah. So definitely check that out. Check that out right there. If you really want to get into some sexual energy, it's not pornographic. but it is a highly sexual show, and it is very enjoyable. It's entertaining. It'll keep you entertained and on the edge of your seat. A little fantasy driven and everything. Not everybody's cup of tea, but if this is something that interests you, you definitely want to check that out. So that's definitely something that you want to check out. So today I was just going through my closet. It suddenly got cold all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the summertime stretched all the way into the end of October. And then the day when I went running up there, I'm thinking all I'm going to do is, I had this little turtleneck on, right? I'm going to throw on a little sweatsuit and just run on out the door. And that nip got up under there like, oh, ho, sister, you better hold back. So I had to go back out there, get me a little extra layer heck up on out there, and got it cracking today. A beautiful thing when you got free days. I was able to spend my day at the zoo, maxing, relaxing, and chilling, and enjoying myself thoroughly. Something about the animals that just does it for me. I don't know what it is, and so this is why I've been really rocking with these animal totems, these spirit animals. I've always been drawn to them, and if you come to my house, you'll see, like, I got all of these plant stands with different safari. I got the elephants, I got the tigers, I got the bears, I got the rhinoceros. You're gonna see all types of animals around my house. I have horses, I have hippopotamus, I have all types of animal totems all around the house, all of the birds. I have a bell that I can actually ring, and most of the time the birds will come around and they'll show themselves. A friend of mine was telling me about how these red birds, when they show up, when I ring that bell, are their ancestors responding to me. And I thought that was so awesome, because one thing that I was able to connect with was that I did notice that when my relatives pass away, shortly thereafter, I do get the little red bird that shows up and kind of hangs out like right at the back window and everything. And then, you know, it'll sit there and it'll look for a little bit and then it'll fly off. And I always thought, this is my little friend right here, just reassuring me that it's all good. A friend of mine let me know that, no, those are ancestors that actually show up. So that was just a little bit of comfort, and even a little bit of confirmation that the ancestors and the relatives are okay on the other side. And being that yesterday was Halloween and today is the first, the veil is still thin. So if anyone wants to make an effort to connect with some of those ancestors in the ancestry realm, now is definitely the time to do that. I do want to make sure that you really want to make sure that your vibration is high enough. Like, stay in your highest vibration. Like, don't get into no argument with your spouse or significant other or one of your kids or something like that, and then try to get in the spirit work, because it puts you in a space where your vibration lowers, and when your vibration is lower, you start attracting those that match you. Your vibration is going to get matched wherever you're at in the spirit realm. And what you'll end up doing is bringing something low vibration to communicate with you, contact with you, or something like that. And that may not be something that you want in your life. Keep your vibration high and make sure that you are clear with your intentions in doing that. And family, get at it and have a good one with it. I want to get some guidance to go, because I'm definitely going to wrap it up for this week, and encourage everybody, period, not even just to contact the ancestors, but just period, to do your very best to stay in the highest vibration. Those two things that I discussed, the belly dancing, the going to the zoo, and just being around the animals, those are some things that really work for me. If it's walking in nature, going to the zoo, whatever in the hell it is, hell, washing dishes, doing the splits, playing the drums, whatever it is, whatever's clever. Do those things to take care of yourself, so that you will be in a space to take care of the folks that are around you. Right now is a time where they need us to rise up. People need our support out here in this world. We got to make ourselves available to all of those individuals out here that may be struggling with all of the shit that's going on. I know that I definitely was in this position, and still I do struggle. However, I am working it out. And I'm here and I'm available to support all of those that are around me that may need some assistance during that time. So let me pull a card from the Kim deck just to give us some guidance to go before we get up out of here, and then I will call it the day. Let me take my little finger symbols off. I'm gonna give it a quick shuffle because I didn't. And so with that, I'll do that and see what we got here. All right, riding the cosmic waves, which is card number 27. And this is all about recognizing that obstacles and challenges, you're going to always have some shit that you got to go through. But when you focus on your desired results and stay committed to the path that you're on, you're going to get compensated, and you might as well go ahead and celebrate. Trust me when I tell you, there's power in the struggle. And I'm here to tell you that there's power in the struggle, because all of the shit that I've been through in my life and all of the victory that I've been able to claim within my life has not happened without the struggle. So recognize that. We got the 2 and the 7. When you put that together, that's the number 9. The number 9 is all about completion, all about attainment, all about getting it done, right? And in order to get that done, you're going to need, from the number 2 and the number 7, that adds up to the number 9 for the completion. With the number 2, you're going to need cooperation, right? Because number 2 is the number of balance and unions. And so what you're going to need with that is you're going to need cooperation, you're going to need balance, because 2 holds that feminine energy that allows you to bring that nurturing and receptive energy to the table so that you can get that balance. And then of course the number 7, right? That number 7 is all about consciousness, right? All about awareness, all about spirituality, right? So what it's really telling you is that you have to keep your vibration high, your spirit lifted, your spirit high, right? Keep your mind on those things that are true, loving, just, and of good report, right? And when you do that, you'll be able to trust that good things are on the way. So when you start to get into that space of trust and openness, and you bring it in with some balance and cooperation, you get those around you to work with you, and you begin to encourage those that are around you to make it happen, you will make it happen. You will achieve your goals. You will attain it. It may be a struggle. It may be difficult. But if you stay positive and you stay focused, it's definitely going to happen for you. So I do appreciate you guys for taking just a little bit of time to come and hang out with me. I'll talk to you next week. Oh, forgot to tell you, a stone that you definitely want to work with. I've been rocking with this today. I got my set on today, which is something that I seldomly do, is wear an entire set all together. But for some reason it worked out today. This right here, and I'm not really sure, the aquamarine. The aquamarine. I'm not really sure if those that can see the recording can see that, but it's a turquoise color stone, and it really works well with the throat chakra and the heart chakra. So it definitely helps you to communicate with openness, and it also helps you to communicate from the heart, and it helps you to really get to the heart of the matter, and it helps you to articulate those things so that you can say exactly what you mean and mean what you say. So peace and light, peace and love. Have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you then. Peace, fam.